by changing that mindset, it brings a completely different purpose to the movement. So just gently rolling round. And you're just aiming to lubricate the joints a little bit more in the head and the neck area. Okay, now we're getting into that rhythm. Let's start to introduce matching movement to breath. So if you can, you're going to do an inhale for half the circle and an exhale for the remainder of the circle. Inhale half, exhale the other half. If you're feeling pretty confident in this movement, then see if you can inhale for a full rotation and then exhale for the next rotation. So that's the challenge. And this is just brilliant. It's going to instantly calm your nervous system. You may notice how your body, your physical posture has now relaxed a little bit more. You might be slunking down into the body. So just align that again for me. Let's stop the movement. Finish by putting your chin on your chest as if your head has fallen asleep, but now just align your body once again. So pull the belly button in, feel the chest lift and rise up, roll the shoulders down and the way the palms are still up. So you may notice quite a big difference having to align your body again. And it's just because you relaxed into the movement and your body then relaxed and changed shape. So align it again, drop the chin down. Let's go the other way. Right ear to right shoulder this time. And away you go. So just experiment. You'll notice one direction will be very different to the other. It will feel different in the body. So you get used to the rhythm, get used to the boundaries in your body. So pain is something we absolutely respond to and we don't push the body. A little bit of discomfort we could probably work with, okay? So if there's pain, then you're stopping the movement or making the circles much smaller. But if you've got the green light with your body, then take those circles lovely and wide. Okay, now let's introduce the breath work. So have a play with inhale for half of the circle, exhale for the other half. And then if all feels well with that, the challenge is to inhale for the full circle. And then exhale for the next circle. And just continue that movement. Close your eyes if you want to, then you can feel into your body more. So whilst you're rotating around, the job of our 5 senses, you'll be aware of that, the sight, the smell, the taste, the hearing, the touching. The job of your 5 senses is to feed your brain with information from the external world to your internal world. So when you close and shut off these senses, such as closing the eyes, you're enabling yourself to feel more internally. Okay, so you're shutting off the external world. So have a play. We'll do 2 more circles here, closing the eyes. And again, you'll notice more, you'll feel more. So this is kind of the idea of meditation. We try to shut down the senses so we can really go in and go deep. And when we finish that second rotation, the last one, finish by popping your chin down on the chest again for me. And align your posture again. It may have relaxed, that's fine, that's normal, but the belly draws in, the chest lifts up, the shoulders roll down, the palms are up, and your forehead is like it's just fallen asleep. Close your eyes, big, lovely, deep inhale, the chest rises to meet the chin, and exhale. And then bring the head back up to neutral. And you may notice it feels a lot warmer in your head and neck area because you really worked a rhythm into that, as well as combining some breathing as well. Okay, we're going to move this area down across into the shoulders. So bring the tops of your fingers onto the shoulders. You're going to rotate. Again, super simple exercise, but really effective. So we're aiming for the elbows to kiss one another in front of the face, drawing up far wide and back, but for some of us, we might not be able to reach that. Okay, so just as close as feels all right. And just see how far and wide you can get these arms rolling around, okay? So your body will communicate with you. It will let you know if it's not okay, all right? So just listen to those messages. So a really nice mindfulness technique I like to bring when I do something as simple as this, because all of us have really crunchy, creaky shoulders. So physically, we can carry a lot. If we've got kids, we're picking them up all the time. right? So it can feel like there's a lot of tension here if we're going to work, but also we're at home now, of course, but carrying heavy items. So this all comes on here physically, but energetically, they say, if you tend to take on other people's worries, other people's problems, energetically, they say it sits on your shoulders and it can feel like it's weighing you down. All right, so this is a really lovely exercise, not only to physically open you up in your shoulders, you're going to feel the heat start to rise in your body now as you're working into your body, but actually energetically in your mind, I really want you to start to breathe here and feel like with every exhalation, do you know what? If I'm holding on to other people's baggage, I really want to get rid of that now, okay? So just switching up your yoga practice to bring more mindfulness into it, and it becomes 10 times more powerful. So get rid, if you're holding on to other people's problems, could be family members, friends, concerns about our planet, the world we live in, now's the time to mentally massage it away. Keep going. I know you're building up a bit of, maybe a little bit of a sweat here, but just keep going because it's a good little workout. And you're going to penetrate many, many layers of healing here. We'll do about 3 or 4 more circles. That's good work, everybody. Keep going. I know it can feel a little uncomfortable. Try to relax into the rhythm of your body. If you're feeling really uncomfortable, close your eyes and let your body tell you, let it say things such as, can you slow this down, please? Or can you just pause and then come back to it? You'll feel those messages. Last circle here. Good work, guys. This is really good. Good work. And then we're going to change directions. Again, I know it's a little bit achy. I know you're building up a bit of a workout here, but it's different the other way around, okay? So I'm just going to keep talking to you, keep getting you into the mindset of the lovely help you're doing for your body here. So a really lovely thing that somebody once told me is when we're taking on other people's issues, other people's problems, it can feel like you're carrying a rucksack around filled with boulders and rocks and blocks and bricks, and it is just weighing you down and down and down. So it's really important, a lovely healing tip to give you here is don't take on those issues. It doesn't mean that you don't care. You can care for your friends and your family, but as harsh as it may sound, it's not actually your problem personally. You need to look after yourself first. And here's the beautiful healing tip for you. If you can look after yourself first, then you can serve others more, because you're in a much better, more balanced place. You're in a better place to decide whether you want to take on clients. You're in a much more better balanced place to decide whether you're actually ready to receive dark information potentially from other people. You're in a place of empowerment, okay? Good work, guys. I know you're still going. We'll do about 3 more circles here. We're nearly done. This is good. And it's good to get your heart rate up as well. It's good to get the blood pumping around your body. Last circle here. Okay, now just before we finish, I just want you to align your body again. It may slouch down, belly in, chest up, shoulders down, and I'm just going to ask you to shake those arms and hands. So get all those flabby bits, all the skin bits, wobbling around, shaking around. So actually shaking is a form of exercise, believe it or not. And it's really, really effective. You can go to shaking classes, if you've not heard of them, they're amazing. But there's something about shaking out the body which just flicks your muscles, as if you're trying to flick raindrops off the ends of your fingertips here. There's something about the shaking which really energizes and gets the muscles working, gets the blood getting to all the pockets, all the nooks and crannies of your body. That maybe exercises just can't traditionally reach. Okay, so keep shaking, keep shaking, keep shaking. It's going to get achy. I promise you the after effect will be lush. All right, let's do it for 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. Drop those hands and arms down, palms up. You know how to line up your spine. Do that here. Drop the chin, feel the back of your neck extend, and close the eyes. Whilst you're doing that, I'm just going to close my window. Because everybody's mowing their lawns at the moment, aren't they? So as you close your eyes, feel that lovely buzzy effect in your body, especially around your arms and your hands. And that's you doing the work on your body to make it feel good. So just really drink up that after sensation. And notice your breath is going to be increased because physically you've been working. And then purposefully start to slow down that breath in your body. So now you're going to start to take back that control of your body. This could be a really good example of when we might feel a little bit of anxiety in our body and our mind. And then suddenly you can feel a shortness of breath. Now let's practice. Slow your breathing down. Big, deep inhalation. Lovely, deep exhalation. Feel the power and control come back into your body. You're slowing it all down. One more breath here. Lovely. If your eyes were closed, just gently open those eyes. So that's just a lovely insight into doing specific areas of the body to open up with yoga. I'm going to come into some breathing exercises and also meditation as well. Just before we do that, because I know our legs can feel when we do one part of our body, we crave to do the rest. So this is an example of where you'd want to do a slightly longer yoga class because you cover more parts of the body. But to keep it really, really simple and a bit fun, if you sat down and on the floor, I'm going to ask you to stand up and we're just going to move and shake our bodies around, and then we'll come into that lovely calm place. So if you're up for it, because my legs are feeling really stiff and they want to do this. So I would say either if you're on the floor, you can straighten out the legs, you can shake them out a bit, get rubbing with your hands as well, get into those joints, get into the backs of the knees, into the ankles if you don't mind. I definitely would recommend standing up. I'm going to go to the back of the room and I'm just literally going to shake out my legs. Okay, shaking out, give a little boogie, a little bit of a shake. And you can rub into your legs as well. Rub into your feet, into your joints. And it's just encouraging a bit of quick blood circulation, getting yourself ready. If you're a little bit limited on time. So I like to do it lying down. Noticing your hip joints, knee joints, ankles, toes, get into your toes. We neglect our feet so much, pull the toes back. Curl them in, crack your ankles, do the other side. Just little simple things that we just don't do. And it's really, really effective. I think all of us understand in this group how healing our hands are. So it's an instinct of ours. If we bash our knee or if we fall over, the hands go straight to the area. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. We do things like that. So we have this natural instinct for the hands, which are our tools for healing. So do use it on those tight, stiff areas. All right. And then we're going to come back to our chosen seat, whether that's a chair or your rolled up blanket, sat down on the floor. I'm going to play with a breathing exercise and then I'll take you into a lovely guided meditation, which is just perfect after you've done a little bit of physical exercise. Ooh, I'm out of breath. I think the baby in my tummy is thinking, what on earth just happened? Okay, my loves. So I'm just going to grab a sip of water. All right. So I'm going to teach you something called the alternate nasal breathing exercise. The Sanskrit word I was taught is Sukha Pradvak Pranayama. You may have heard of the word pranayama. Pranayama is Sanskrit for breathing exercise. Actual translation of pranayama means life force rhythm control. So controlling your life force. There's a really, really deep belief system in the yogic scripts and all the ancient philosophies of yoga that we can sort of, as scientists, we very much are aware of, you know, the heart being the natural center point of the body and where our life force tends to gravitate towards. In yoga, it's very much the breath. And actually, they have a really cute belief system that They don't like to count how old you are in years. They believe we have a certain amount of breaths per lifetime, which is why they tend to slow their breathing down so they live longer. I thought it was adorable. I love that idea, but it's good. It's good to note that. All right, so with your lovely tall body again, you know where you're going with this now. The belly draws in, the heart lifts up, the shoulders roll down. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze together just a little bit on the back. Feel that chest expand outwards a bit. Get those palms rotating up. So earlier I was talking about physically how this is good for our posture. Energetically, because these are your tools, not only do we give as people and heal, but we absorb energy, and these are really fantastic tools for absorbing energy. So the palms up physically looks like a surrender pose. I surrender, I open up, what have you got for me, right? We want to drink it up. So this is a really nice receiving place to be in, because now it's about you and absorbing for you. Now for the alternate nasal breathing, what we're going to be doing is blocking, alternating between one nostril and the next to allow breath to come in and out of the body here. So what I'm going to ask you to do is do a funny hand position. You're going to bend down your, which one is it? Oh yes, your index finger and your middle finger. This is how I was traditionally taught to do it, but some people find this really difficult. It's absolutely fine if you just have your thumb and your little finger. We basically just want one finger to block one nostril and the other finger to block the other nostril, okay? So whichever way you want to do it, this is how I was traditionally taught. I'm going to ask you to block your right nostril with your thumb, if you're right-handed, and you're going to take a big breath in through the left. This is going to feel a bit weird if you've not done anything like this before. Hold that breath for me. Now swap it over, block your left nostril, exhale. Oh, the breath comes out through the right. Inhale through the right. Oh, the breath comes back in. Hold it. Swap it over. Exhale out through the left. Inhale through the left. Hold. Swap it over. Exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold. Swap it over. Exhale out through the left. Inhale through the left. Hold. Swap it over. Exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold. Swap it over. Exhale out through the left. And release your hand down. So I'm just going to explain it in a little bit more detail. Now you kind of know where we're going with the breath. It's just very simple, in and out, alternating between each nostril. Now we're going to apply more mindfulness techniques, so something a little bit more powerful that's going to help attach a cleansing to this. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes when I verbally guide you into the breathing exercise, because then it'll be more powerful. Then you can really focus on what's going on inside your mind and your body, making it much more personal to you, okay? You're aware of the brain. You're aware that we have a left hemisphere of the brain and a right hemisphere of the brain. One side is the creative side, one side is the logical side. The idea of this is it's meant to help balance both of them. If you guys are aware of the teaching of the third eye, this is the ability to see what your physical eyes cannot see, okay? This breathing technique actually activates this area, activates your wisdom and your intuition, if you really like that teaching. But otherwise, on a scientific level, it's really beautiful for cleansing the mind and cleansing the body as well, okay? What we're going to do is when you inhale through your left nostril, the idea is you're going to be cleaning the left hemisphere of your brain. As you hold the breath in, it's going to do its thing, it's going to work through it, and then you exhale through the opposite nostril to get rid of what doesn't serve you. You inhale through the opposite nostril, so now we're cleansing the right hemisphere of the brain, it's going to do its thing whilst you hold the breath, and then it goes out through the other side, getting rid. And we're just going to keep doing that with the breath. It's going to cross through the brain, through the nose, just by the power of your mind, just your imagination. and then we'll go into a meditation. We'll keep it brief because I'm overrunning just a little bit here, okay? But it's really important that you guys feel into this because it's super, super powerful. All right, my loves, so lovely tall spine for me. Let that belly draw in, the heart lifts up, the shoulders roll down, palms are up. Have a little look at that right hand. Let's start to get it ready as your anchor point, ready for your pranayama. Creating your little right thumb is going to be blocking the right nostril. Have the anchor with your left. All right, here we go. Block the right nostril. Take a deep inhalation for me, cleansing the left side of your brain. Hold that breath for me. Let it do its work. Block the left nostril. Exhale out through the right. Get rid. Inhale through the right. Now we're cleansing the right hand side of the brain, the right hemisphere. Hold the breath. Let it do its thing. Block the right nostril. Exhale. Get rid. Inhale, left nostril. Hold. Block the left nostril. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold, still cleansing that mind, cleansing the brain. Block the right nostril. Exhale out through the left. Inhale through the left. Hold. Block the left nostril. Exhale out through the right. Few more rounds. Let's make it count. Inhale through the right. Deep cleanse on the right side of your brain. Hold. Swap it over. Exhale out through the left. Inhale through the left. Last round. Cleanse the left side of your brain. Hold. Swap it over. Exhale out through the right. Inhale through the right. This is the last one. Hold. Swap it over. Exhale out through the left. Keeping your eyes closed. Gently release your hand down, palms facing up, tweaking your spine to be lovely and tall, aligned, presented, strong. Now you're breathing naturally in and out through both nostrils. You're naturally setting into your meditation. Feel the power and the after effects, if any, from that simple pranayama. Perhaps surrendering to a sense of ease, peace, control, balance, calmness. You're grounded down in your body, lifted up in your spine. Your airways are clearing more and more with every inhalation and exhalation. And your mind is on a gentle vibration in between worlds. You're neither here nor there. You're neither happy nor sad. You're neither positive nor negative. You're just somewhere in between. You understand both ends of the spectrum, but you choose to be in the center. And your breath is carrying you to this lovely place of relaxation. Total control and balance. Being present in your very being. the person you have chosen to become. And that's all right. All is well. All is calm. Drinking up the present moment. Lovely, slow, calm, deep breathing. And just surrender, there's nowhere to be. There's nothing to do right now. Not right now. Surrender to this understanding. And we're going to gently pull the body back into the present place. And we'll do a countdown of 10 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And just continue counting down. Feeling your awareness expand a little bit more and more across your body, from going somewhere deep inside you to now allowing this awareness to come out a little bit more to the surface of your skin. Your senses switch on a little bit more, noticing around the area of your skin outside. The aura, this could be called. Your surroundings a little bit more. Counting down the breaths. And when you reach number 1, the last breath of that countdown, slowly begin to blink those eyes open. The last phase, allowing that last sense of sight to come in, to really ground you in where you are right now. And we'll just finish this beautiful sequence by doing 3 sweeping breaths. I'm going to ask you to inhale, lift those arms up sideways, reaching up tall. Exhale, bring the palms down together, right down the center point of your body. We do that twice more. Inhale, lift, stretch and reach. Exhale, bring it down. Last one. Inhale, lift, stretch and reach. Exhale, bring it down. This time those palms are just going to stop in your heart space. And we'll do 1 giant deep breath. You do a big inhale through the nose and we'll do a big sigh out through the mouth. Here we go. Inhale, fill it up. Feel that goodness. Big sigh out. Let it go. And lifting the gaze, and traditionally we say namaste at the end of our practice. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. It was an absolute pleasure to teach you this. Sorry it overrun, but you can see we wanted to squeeze in some beautiful things into that session. And I'll hand you over to our next beautiful artist about to teach you some more goodies about keeping us feeling well. Bye, guys.